Welcome to the Godot BootCamp lesson on initializing the brainCloud wrapper. A quick note, this lesson was updated and re-released in April 2024. We've had a few requests to display the app version and the brainCloud version in the game. As a result, this lesson has been updated to hook up the brainCloud version to the heads-up display. The rest of the lessons in the Godot BootCamp have not been re-recorded, so they won't reflect this change. Only this lesson will display the app version and the brainCloud version on the heads-up display, but rest assured that each lesson's source code has been updated on GitHub to display the app version and the brainCloud version. In this updated lesson, we're going to cover how to initialize the brainCloud wrapper. But before we initialize the brainCloud wrapper, let's take a look at the demo game that will be used throughout the Godot BootCamp. Notice that the core gameplay of the game is already completed. That's by design. In the Godot BootCamp, we'll be covering different forms of authentication, integrating leaderboards, achievements, and statistics, and explaining what global and user entities are and how your game can benefit by implementing them. Close the game window. Before we get to coding, there's one more thing I want to point out. In this lesson, we're going to instantiate and initialize the brainCloud wrapper in an already created class called network. To ensure that the network class is easily accessible, it's been enabled in Godot to autoload as a global variable. Another thing to point out, for the Godot BootCamp, we'll be using Visual Studio Code, but you are free to use whatever code editor you prefer. Click Visual Studio Code and open the constants.cs file. We need to declare a few brainCloud constants. Specifically, one for the brainCloud server URL, the app ID, the app secret, the app name, and the app version. When all the constant variables have been declared, open your web browser and navigate to the brainCloud portal. From the dashboard, click Design, then Core App Info, then Application IDs. Take note of the app ID, then copy the app secret. Return to Visual Studio Code. Paste in the app secret. And then enter the app ID. Open the network.cs file. At the top of the class, declare a private member variable of type brainCloud wrapper called mBrainCloud. In the ready method, instantiate the brainCloud wrapper object. On the next line, invoke the brainCloud wrappers init method. Pass in the server URL, the app secret, the app ID, and the app version constants. The next part is optional, but I like to log the brainCloud client version to the output window on startup. The next part is very important and can easily be missed. In the process method, we need to invoke the brainCloud wrapper's run callbacks method. Failing to invoke the run callbacks method will result in your app not handling any responses from the brainCloud server. In the brainCloud client version property above, we need to return the brainCloud client's version. This will allow the brainCloud client version to be visible on the heads-up display. Compile the source code, and if successful, open the Godot editor. Run the game. Notice that the brainCloud version is displayed. That means that the brainCloud wrapper is initialized and ready to make brainCloud requests. An overview of authentication is the next lesson in the Godot BootCamp.